Howdy. In this video I'm going to show you how to install the Tandy leather conchos I showed you in my post on the biker groups, Facebook groups and everything. How to install them on these Temu studded black leather saddlebags I got. And I got two 10-packs of these Tandy leather Star conchos. I bought these years ago for other things, but $7.95 for a 10-pack. I got two of them because I need like 12 maybe. And here's one of them. They got two slots where I have to basically mark them where I'm going to put them on the saddlebags, and use some hollow punches from my snap installation kit I got on Amazon. That's another story. To punch holes for the black leather thongs that'll get two across the bottom, two across the top for each one, and you basically pull it through on the bottom, leaving a little loop sticking out maybe yay far to pull them back through the top two holes from the back and out through the front and down through the loop, cinching that tight. You're basically doing a half hitch through these when they're installed. And then pull it back through the bottom, out through here, and tie it once, and then pull it like this to straighten them out a little bit. So the tassel things will hang properly and all of that. So I'm going to show you how I figured out how to do this the way it was originally done. I don't know, like in the 19th century. Had to work with what you had at hand, you know. So we'll get the saddlebags done, and then we'll get them mounted on the back in another video. Because I basically got to get these all done and ready to go before I can put them on the bike and loosen the bolts on the sissy bar sidebar things, and take that acorn nut off the rear passenger seat mount. So I can lift that up like this to get these straps here under the sissy bar side plates and under the seat and all of that, and make them hang low enough where they're not touching the thighs of the passenger, so they got room to physically sit on the back of the thing basically. So let's get into it. Okay, first off, I gotta make marks about here and here, and two on the back for these two little slots in each concho. There'll be 4 holes for each one, so I can basically put a half inch through here, and then put the ends through here and tie them once, so that they'll have the little fringe, whatever you call it, hanging down. These little Ziploc bags are a pain in the butt. They're a pain in the butt to open because they're heat sealed all the way down to here. You almost don't have anything left to use your fingernails to open the bloody thing. And they're maybe the size of a 50-cent piece, so they're pretty thin. I wish that was a grease pencil, but oh well. Okay, as one of you suggested, which was like the idea I had. Just line them up. This one in the corner, and then line up the one over here with this one as straight as I can get it. Okay. I can see that doesn't. Okay. This is why I would. It's hard to find grease pencils anymore, but. Okay, here's the marks right here. That's as good as I can get it with that colored pencil. I asked for grease pencils and they give me colored pencils in a couple of different places. Okay. Hope you guys can see this. It's kind of hard to keep everything lined up. I haven't done videos in a while. Okay, I went and got a yellow grease pencil, the one that's got the spiral wrap paper and everything, and a little string. Okay, here and here where those will go. I gotta mark the ones for two on the back edge here. This kind of looks like the metal frame right there is bent in, so I gotta take a rubber mallet to that, straighten that out. Besides a nasty crease. Instead of putting them back inside of a bag, it should have been boxed inside of a box to protect them. Now these are the flaps that shoelace thing goes through under the passenger seat to tie them together at whatever height you want them. And I have the padded sissy bar luggage rack on mine, so these have to go kind of like that up under the side brace for the sissy bar that bolts to the rear of the rear suspension shock mount. The rear bolt or upper bolt, if you want to look at it that way. So now I gotta mark the two conchos on the back here. Well, I mean, I'll have two of them like here and here. Once they're tied on, they're shiny, silver plated, whatever. And when I'm able to ride at night, these will be like chrome reflectors, to put it that way. here. Sorry, I'm the only one doing this. I gotta brace it real good. The orange makes a really light mark, so definitely need the grease pencil. It's just so fat I can't get it in that little slot accurately. Okay, there's one. Boy, the damn lines are light. That is really hard to see that accurately. Okay, anyway. And that's basically how they'll look, or where they're going to mount. I'd like to know why they got that little riveted tab right there. Can't imagine what that would be for. I'll figure it out, I guess. Okay, well anyway, I'll mark the other one the same way and then come back and show you. Okay, here's the left side. Okay, you can see the marks. Now this one is creased down here and in here. This part on that one is starting to straighten itself out a little bit. I set them up like this when I put them in the man cave, where I got them sitting until they go on the bike and all that. But this is what happens with bag in a bag instead of box in a box. It gets all creased and smushed, and you gotta work the creases out, and pull, punch from the inside and press and stuff to get them straight. At least I'm getting these straps straightened out a little bit. It kind of reminds me of those urethane bumper covers, the aftermarket ones, but they have built-in air dam and diffusers and all that stuff. Basically takes the place of the lower valence panel and header panels that used to be on cars before they came up with integral bumpers. But it's something like that. It's got a memory to it, so you slowly got to work it out. I got some pallets out there. I got to cut 4x4s and a chunk of 4x4 to plank with to fit down in here. It'll make it about that wide, so when I go to punch the holes, it won't compress, and I can maybe even use that to press them back out again with enough, the plank or two to go with the chunk of 4x4 to fit in here. It'll fit up to about there. So we'll see how that works out. But anyway, it's got the holes, the slots marked so I can punch the holes for the, you loop each end of the 8-inch piece of all the leather, those black leather thong things. 3mm equals about 1/8 of an inch, but anyhow, when it goes, you have two holes equally spaced, like the 4 on a die, and then you put it through here, leaving a loop sticking out a bit on the outside, so the thongs go in on the bottom ones, out on the top ones, and come back out on top of these slots here. You pull the ends through the loop and yank that tight, and then you now have a half hitch. And then you put the ends back through the bottom of the slots here and under, sticking out from under here. And do like you're tying a granny knot once, jerk it tight, and then pull it back across center to make them hang like a V instead of sticking straight out from the initial tie. And then maybe put some turquoise beads on it or something like that. I might do that. Thought of that last night. But anyway, that's how that's going to go on there. Like that. So now I got you got the same flap on that one. I gotta punch the holes and then maybe use some leather wipes or something to take the marks off once I get the holes punched. And then once I get the conchos laced on, I'm going to use my, I got a dual tip hot glue gun, and I'm going to hot glue where the laces go through the inside from the inside, so it's now a little more waterproof again. And then with these here, they get laced together over top each other with whatever holes lined up for how low you want it to hang. And I will, once I get those tied up, the rear passenger seat will sit tightly on top of that so they can't just pull the laces out and take them. Besides, okay, this is, like I said, going to be kind of like that where it goes behind the sissy bar brace right here, the big side bar. And then you have these three rods that make sort of a U shape, sort of like that. Where the top, the two bushings on top get bolts that go into the sides of the rear fender towards the top. And then you punch a couple of holes down here. I got bigger punches someplace, hole punches. And then you put bolts and washers and some more hot glue or maybe aquarium sealer or something, say like about here and here, so the bags don't flop around like that when I do some leaning. And of course, also being a bit of a sport cruiser, the V-Stars are very good at leaning with the tires they put on them. I think the Pirelli Route 66s would be better, but that's another story. So that's the first part here. I gotta make those pieces, cut those pieces of wood and dig out the tools for my snap installation kit I got on Amazon. I got snaps for a vest made out of that same black netting they used to make the main parts of my Blaze 2 jacket with. So that'll sort of match, but the cheap Velcro wore out, and I need to show you guys how to replace that with snaps. It's got the little, like little hollow punches for cutting the holes, and should be about the right size for cutting the holes for these conchos. And they're made to cut through various materials, but boy, that leather's thick. Got at least about 1/8 of an inch there. It's going to take some serious punching with a 4x4 post across there, especially back here to cut the holes. I might need some help with that one. Okay, I used the miter box here to cut some planks, and the blocks of wood there, they're like maybe 4x5 by 4.5 or something like that, the big block there. And I cut the cross planks so that this will go again on the these will go on the inside of the saddlebags over there, where I have them marked in yellow for the slots in those tandy leather star conchos. So anyway, I'm also going to put these two planks together like that, like this, with the block on top, or just a couple of these under to go across, you know, across the bag from back to front to punch the holes for the conchos. And I cut the ends off where the nail holes were and chipped out and everything, so I could have a nice clean piece of wood here but no breaks in it. And I will use those to make the holes to lace the conchos on. Okay, now we got lines drawn. I'm still trying to bend this out straight here. It should be a little flatter. But we got the marks and everything. And now I have to get these blocks of wood in there. I wish this had a better hand. It just bends right here, and that's it. I'm a big fan of that. But what you gonna do? Sawdust off of that. You could see that in there where I'm stacking these up. Trying to stack it up like back under here and then there. Oh, I can't. Harder than it looks, folks. Trying to keep them all stacked up just right. Okay, there you go. I got the fence post there and three of the wood plates underneath of that to get pretty close under right there. And now we will try to see if this punch works. If it doesn't, I might have to go out and buy. Let me show you. I had to tape up my old ball peen hammer from my 1973 Craftsman toolkit my father bought me for Autotech. Anyway, here's one of the hollow punches in the snap installation kit. It's hollowed out right there. You can shove a little finishing nail or a paper clip or something there and it knocks the little plugs out. That's not, you can see that's not real sharp, so I don't know how well this is going to work, but that's about the size I need, in other words. Okay. Now, if you can see this, I'm going to cut holes across the top here, but not all the way at the bottom. I'll try to cut the holes as close to the two on the top as I can to leave room to pull the tails of the black leather thong stuff down through the underneath the concho. So let's see what we shall see. Dang. Got it. Okay, let's... It's actually going into the wood a little bit. Okay, let me see if I don't know if you can see that. Gotta push the plugs out. That's what the slot in that punch is for. as a pipe cleaner. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, let me see if I can push those. Oh, that worked out. That worked out nicely. Okay. This is going to work, but I'm going to do my best if I can just get a hold of it. Okay. I don't know if you can see those holes there. I ain't got them spaced very far apart, but it's going to the bottom there, so I'm going to have to finagle the thongs with that concho to pull it up and push through and all that. Okay, now, oh, that fell over, shit. Okay, let's try to reassemble this. Okay, we got that done. I can't get them too close to the bottom of where I got the marks for the slots in the conchos, but they're going to be pretty close. And they're flat strips like not vermicelli. What am I thinking? Fettuccine. Things don't look sharp at all, but by God, that thing works. Okay, I might have to rethink my strategy on them dang, makes a loop sticking out here, pulling out through there, make a half hitch. But I want to stick the tail ends underneath the conchos, but tied once like half a granny knot. But we'll see how that works out. Okay, now got to turn this thing on end, and that's to get these over here. That's going to be a little difficult. I definitely got to put the two holes at the bottom of the markings, because as you can see right there and through here, I try to put these closer together, and it doesn't leave a whole lot of material between them, so I digress. This is where it gets tricky. It's easy to do these here because you're going crossways. Okay. Boy, I don't know. Oh shit, I didn't get those. Don't have those real even, darn it. What I did. Okay. Gotta fix that later. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Which one's shorter? Okay. See that? That's the shorter one. Yeah, that's going to be really close. I don't know if I can get that. I almost wish I could have marked it on the inside to punch the holes through. That's going to be really tricky. Get that in there, doggone it. I can't get that in there. It's just not going to go. Well, okay, let me, oh, darn it. Okay, anyway, I wanted to put that like that, this way, and these like that theoretically. But I don't quite have enough room back there to do that. Okay, no, dang. Wood dust. Okay. Gotta figure out. I just wanted a base under this one, so I'm not going to put any funny creases inside. Are going to make an indentation. Just don't have the room. No. And the curve is right there, and this one's below the curve, so I'm not sure how I'm going to do this, but I can't even. I really can't get that in there. I just got to have somebody reaching in here to hold the damn thing so I can. I don't know, I have to experiment, I guess. I'm not real sure how I'm going to be able to do these. It starts to, I need another hand to do that. I don't know if got to find a way. I don't know. I just can't figure out how I'm gonna get something in there to use as a like a backstop. That ain't gonna work. I definitely need somebody to hold that. All right. Well, anyway, we'll get to the ones on the end in a minute. Let's put some conchos on here, and at least you can. I basically want to show you guys how I do it on this one, then I'll do the other one off camera and then come back and show you. How about that? Okay, now I bought this tape for measuring biker jackets and pants and junk like that, and head sizes, etc. That's real handy to have around. And here are the Tandy leather star conchos. You see the slots here I gotta work with. And oops, I got a knife. So Okay, now that's 8 inches. Here's the hard part. They got this thing heat sealed down to here so people can't just open it and empty it in their hand, right? But that also makes it harder to open. Oh, come on, you stubborn prick. Get in there. All right. Bear with me, I gotta roll that back up. Put it over here. I got my new tripod for the camera right up against my Odoo cigar cabinet. Okay, now I don't know how well this is going to work, but okay, now that's going to pull tight when I get through forming the half hitch. Okay. Oh, those holes are kind of snug. It's just the right size. Might be easier to do on that Blaze 2 jacket, since the back's made out of netting and everything, so you can stick it through the netting and kind of tie the conchos on that way, where those red, white, and blue stripes go over the shoulder pads, so it'll look like shooting stars heading down towards the American flag on the middle of your back. Okay, that's not bad, but hard to see down in there. I can't see it in there. Oh, I wish I could get that to reflect enough light. I can't reflect any light to be able to see where the... Gotta make sure you... Not as easy as I thought, but it's a sound idea anyway. I can't see it, I really can't. Mini flashlight. We've got to have 3 sets of friggin' hands to do all this stuff. I thought about that, but hey. I just can't get... I can't use the flashlight and be able to see oh, come on, I edge it in there. Okay, got that one through. Okay. Okay, I got it pushed through. Oh, come on. Got the little light on the side. I keep forgetting. Don't point it at your face. Bonk. Blindness. Okay. How the hell did I... must have broke the material on the... Oh, there we go again. Broke the material. I hope I didn't break the material between the holes and screws down. Okay. Okay, I get to run the front back through again. Okay, now set that over there for a minute. I did. I pulled it through. I can't pull it tight. I just broke it. Got these things too close together to put it through, and I can't pull it tight. If I could just do this. Damn it, I've tried so hard to get that right, and I broke through. Now I got the two holes broke through like that, and then now on one side it won't, not gonna work. I'm gonna get this. I gotta hot glue it from the inside anyway, but oh, this is a pain in the ass trying to make that other hole. Okay, so I gotta be careful when I pull on these. Oh, I broke that hole and ain't no way to fix it. Got a slot instead of two holes now. That's the part I was afraid of. Okay. Okay, I pulled the here's the loop here. That'll look right once I get it all in there. But anyway, I gotta pull that other one through here, and I don't know how I'm gonna do this because it just the two holes broke through right there, and now I'm screwed. Gotta figure out how I'm gonna. I can't get it in there. I just can't barely see the kind of where the hole is because they're so close together. I can't visually separate the two. Get the flap out of my eyes, darn it. Okay. I'll just shove the punch through the hole a little bit. Okay, gotta get that through there. I hope you can see this. I'm trying to pull these through. Get everything out of the way. Jesus, everything is in the way. These are pretty big and kind of hard to work with when you're. I can't see it. I just can't line my eyes up the right way to. Okay, well, there's one. I can't push them under like I thought I could, so I'll have to put a drop of hot glue on there, and I'll have to get something I can use for a little hook to get this loop down tight against what's basically a half hitch. It's harder than it looks to try to keep these all lined up, especially when that hole ripped through, so you can't go like this to adjust it. Gotta fiddle with that a little bit. You see what I mean about this though? This is what happens when they ship them bag in a bag instead of box in a box, like I said. I gotta look again at, you know, when you do reviews on stuff you bought from like Temu or Amazon or whatever, so I can, you know, get this, explain to them what happens when you don't do things what we like to call the right way. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I need some kind of like a little crochet hook or something, a real thin one. Okay, anyway, I got these two kind of evened out a little bit. Got that one pretty good, but that's the way they look on the sides anyway. I'll tighten them up and finagle them a little bit later, but that's basically got it. I'm going to have somebody hold this block on the inside behind these two so I can punch the holes, and I can finish this one and then start on the other one. Lined up pretty straight though. By the time you get them on there and kind of finagle them around a little bit, it's looking pretty good. Got to straighten these two out a little bit more though. You got to push some through over here, pull through here, push that down there to pull this one out a little more, and you keep doing that up, down, left, right, and left till you get them evened out. I paid more attention on that one and got it a little straighter. Alrighty, making progress. I had my wife hold that fence post piece behind these so I can punch the holes there. Didn't get that one up real good, trying to move things around a little bit. That'll work. Now, I'll be using a total of 8 conchos on both of these saddlebags, and 4 for the back of that jacket. I got my jacket I got hanging over there like I was talking about. So 4. And let's cut some more thong here. Oops. Oh, I did it. Okay. Alright. Now, I've still got a pretty good piece left. I could probably do both saddlebags with one of these 3mm by 72 laces. I bought 2 bags of them just in case, so maybe you guys want to come over and get some saddlebags done. Then I'll have everything set up, especially the longer planks I use for a pedestal. I'll shorten them to the right length, so that'll make that a little easier for, you know, like a one-man job. Yeah, if you do come over, I got beer and hand-rolled cigars. And some of that other stuff, but that's for after the job is done. Okay, here comes the fun part. Trying to put it through there. That's, I think punching the holes is easier than trying to finagle these things on there. Oh, but something nervous trying to do that. So, come on, get down there, go on. You want to sit like that, and it's got to go like this to, you know, work with it. And you got to watch which one and what side, and I just can't keep that straight. Okay. Anyway, yeah, these 3mm laces fit that hole for the size punch you use to put the snaps on jackets, or you know, whatever you want, or replace the cheap Chinese Velcro on these vests with some good snaps, for example. Why can I go again? It's like night blind, I can't see. Anyway, those are shiny enough where they'll act like little reflectors on the back that look kind of cool anyway. If I could just have somebody hold this plastic thing so I can see around that curve. And one wants to, the right side wants to hang over the left side, and just pain in the butt to use one hammer or maybe a couple of fingers to. When you're putting the loops through from the back, that you try to pull everything as even as you can, and not pull out this loop on the outside, or they'll be uneven. boy, it's tough to get your hands in there. Okay, almost got it. Okay, now let's see. Oh yeah, oops. Alright, pulled it too much. Got it. Oh, I'm gonna ruin that trying to. I gotta push it all out and start all over again. If I just had something I could hook that with to pull it out without the pocket screwdriver. Okay, let's. Okay. Definitely not easy to do, but it's pretty cool when you get it done, I guess. Tried to get them flat next to each other inside of that thing, but there's one. Or should I say three? Fiddle, battle, come on. So close. The thumbs are so close to size, all these holes and whatnot. It's not easy as it looks to try to pull that through. Okay. Now, keep turning around. I can see the village. Okay, now, one more time on this side. Okay. Pull that through before I pull the loop tight, see if that works out okay. Okay, that's pretty rough. I'm gonna mess with that later to tighten them up a little maybe, but okay, let's Come on. Don't you know this damn thing is bent. I think I've just broke it again. Try to pull that tight. Okay. Got that stupid crease back in again. I heard something snap on this one. I tried to pull it tight. Oh, I broke it. Completely broke it and pulled right through. Oh well, screw it. I'll have to figure out how to hot glue that from behind later and for me going around a little bit. But these other ones will be better. I just got the holes on this one too close and I gotta fix that. I tried to pull it tight and even and broke it. So that's not bad, I guess. At least I got them lined up good. I'll have to get out my hot glue gun and glue it between the holes there and kind of smear it around a little bit and see if I can let that cure to hold together enough to pull that thing tight. Won't make that mistake again. Looks pretty good though. Does add to the look a little. Okay, I finally got them done. That was the left side I did yesterday. Here's the right side, and they had these just plain silver discs here. Call them conchos, but there's nothing on them. It's just a disc. But the dish on these tandy leather star conchos are the same curvature as the ones that came on the saddlebags. So I had this E600 or 6000. It's some kind of epoxy super glue or whatever, and I glued some of these tandy leather conchos over top of that plain one so all the conchos match. Cool, huh? And that's the back of the right side. And I have to find a big coat button to fix this one. So it's like a dish, a large button, about this size with 4 holes in it. You know the one, old style ones I mean. So I can put that on the back. I can pull these through and it'll tighten it up again and everything will be fine. And let's see how that looks. I think I got these a little bit farther apart than those though. Not bad though. And I really like how the concho that came on it with the ribbon and the ones I bought had the same curvature to them. Dish, whatever, how you want to think of it. Concave, convex. So that I just epoxied them on over that, let them dry. It's like some clear epoxy or super glue or something, like E600 stuff, off brand, but it's going to look cool. And everything will match. Excellent. Okay, well, we got that done. And it was kind of nice how those plain silver conchos with the backing and the ribbon thing hanging down happen to have the same curvature as these tandy leather conchos, and the face was about the same size. So epoxy those on, let them dry till at least tomorrow, and then we can start looking at putting these saddlebags on the bike. I got to get the turn signals dismounted and pull the wires through where they got those grommets and the fenders that the turn signal stalk is stuck in, so I can just lift all that up out the way and put the saddlebags on and get them bolted down, and then I can fool around with that license plate bracket. Instead of being like down on the bottom of the fender, it's going to be up here behind, kind of roughly behind that, that rectangular reflector above the tail light. Used to be able to get lights that looked exactly like that LED to match it. Now they don't have them anymore. They must have discontinued them or something. I have to find somebody that's still got those. So if you guys know a place that sells them, if you could pick up one for me, I'd pay you for it. Anyway, at least all the conchos are on and they'll match. I just need a good sized coat button with the 4 holes in it like a die to fix it from behind. The rest of them, I got the holes punched far enough apart where you can't pull it out. The first one was my mistake, but it's repairable. So that's it for this time. Keep the shiny side up and the rubber side down.